Hey, how are you today? Okay, so there's this subject that came through earlier today, and I just wanted really to share that with you because I think that it would be such an amazing way for all of us to experience life if we were coming from that place. And that place is simplicity. And how cool is that when you can actually find the richness in your life while you perceive the simplicity, or you've established that richness through the simplicity of how it unfolds. So, interestingly enough, the fact that it is simple is actually not that simple, which means that in order to experience a simple life, the processes and the strategies that have been put in place to fully connect with the experience and not be scattered and cluttered, those strategies and processes needs to be very, very strong, very clear, very established, very rooted. And so I would say that there's no real possibility of a simple life, whether it is rich, super rich, or simple even in its appearance, unless the structure through which this life can unfold is actually strong. So how do you establish a strong structure is actually the very core questions that everyone who wishes to experience a simple life, as not simple necessarily, again, voided of richness and eccentricity. But the fact is that everything has a place, everything has let's say like a space to exist. There's not different things that try to get in the same space. There's not thought that comes to disturb that space. It really is, that where every single space is made of and what it is ready to accept or welcome. And so that means that clarity about who you are, what you wish, your goal, your purpose, your ultimate sense of self, and really the concept of what is the life that you really desire, what is the life that you really want to live. And until you are clear, very clear about that, then the simple life is actually not possible, no matter how much you try to simplify by delegating, giving it to others, or scratching something on your schedule. It's not going to happen that way. It happens from the place where you make a choice that aligns with the map, with the space where it goes. And if it doesn't go, then it's not part of your purpose, and so you can let it go. You don't have to accept it. So I think that this is a little bit of very interesting for me, because this year we're spending a year in an apartment while we are building a place, and so we sold our house. So we had to downsize for that space to be able to make the transition, and ultimately that transition called for simplicity and called for essentiality, only by the nature that we don't have the space to welcome everything that we had before. And so by just that simple action, we brought to us a lot of clarity, a lot of simplicity about what matters. The kids, I asked the kids, you got to choose, 10 toys that you have between both of you, because you're going to share a room now. And, for them to have to go through the process of what really matters to me on all of this amount of things that I have, what are the ones that I really want around me? And you started to realize who they truly were because of what they were connected with. So do the challenge. Look around you and look at in your life, and what is it that you have that you are holding, and that is actually something that you're carrying with you because you're taking it from something that you were before, but you no longer are. And what is it that really makes you, defines you? And from there, you're going to start to see that simplicity becomes this natural path that you're going to walk. So let's walk it together. Simplicity is really nice. See you soon.